Hi guys, and welcome back to the FPL duo. I'm back on my own today for this stream. Jordan won't be with us for this stream. He'll be back for the next one as he had something that popped up. So yeah, welcome back. This is the deadline stream for match day 5, which is the quarterfinals. So yeah, looking forward to this one. It feels weird that we haven't had football for the last 2 days. Obviously, the World Cup is now getting to the juicy stages. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it now, back into the swing of it. We're going to be watching Brazil, Croatia, and then Netherlands and Argentina later on as well. So 2 nice games. And yeah, I thought we'd go live and do a little deadline stream and talk about the players I've selected for match day 5 and go through and chat to some of you guys and see what you guys are doing as well. So yeah, I've got MZ in the chat. He says, hey, thank you for your comment. Guys, please do drop a like as well on the stream while you join in. But yeah, let's discuss. So as you guys can see by the screen, I've gone with Alisson in goal. I'm going to quickly go through my starting 11. So I've got Alisson in goal, who's got Croatia. I've got a back 3 of Otamendi, Marquinhos, and Guerrero. They've got nice fixtures, so I think I'm pretty happy with the back line and the goalie. In the midfield 4, I've got Saka, Bruno, Klaassen, and Paqueta. Now, there's a comment here from Manish, says Rabiot or Bellingham for Klaassen. Klaassen is not playing. Okay, interesting. I've not seen the team news, so that's later on, isn't it, that game? Netherlands at 7 o'clock. I've not seen any news regarding Klaassen, to be honest, so do let me know on that one. I'll have to see. I want to check. But yeah, interesting. I might have to change him then. Maybe Bellingham does look like, or Foden potentially bringing in. Haas, whom to bring in a third striker, Alvarez or Ramos? I like Alvarez. I'm still slightly worried with Ramos that he gets benched. I know it will be crazy for the Portugal manager to bench him after his hat-trick, but what do we guys think? Do we think Ronaldo will play? Like, I know Ronaldo started on the bench for the last 16 game in the win, but I don't know, man. I think I'll be surprised if Ronaldo gets benched again. Even though, don't get me wrong, Ramos deserves to start and should definitely play, but can you leave Ronaldo out for a second consecutive game? It's going to be interesting. I'd probably go Alvarez just to play it safe, but yeah. I do like Alvarez anyway as a pick. Animations, will Militao play? I think so. Yeah, he will start. The lineup's already out, so Militao is starting animations. Militao's playing at right back. So I've got the Brazil lineup here. Militao right back, Marquinhos and Thiago Silva at centre back, and then Danilo plays left back. Got Casemiro, Paqueta in the midfield, along with Rafinha, Neymar, and Vinicius, and then Richarlison up top with Alisson in goal as well. So yeah, Militao is starting. Imran, he says, hi, I have Alba and Pulisic in my team. Unfortunately, didn't get opportunity to change. I want to change them later, like England v France match. They remain unlocked, right? Hold on. So you've got Alba and Pulisic. You want to take them out. You want to change them later, like the England-France game. They should remain unlocked, yes. You should be able to take them out mid-game, but I would probably not take that risk. I'll just do it now. What would you want to wait for? I mean, you've got 5 free transfers anyway, so you could essentially, if one of your players you bring in doesn't start, you have transfers to make as long as the player is unlocked and obviously hasn't played yet. So yeah, hope that does answer your question, Imran. But thank you for the comment. But yeah, looking at the Brazil lineup, interestingly, it is out. Any surprise? No surprises, I wouldn't say. I mean, Alexandro maybe is a surprise. He's on the bench. Danilo is starting. Alexandro is on the bench. Anyone else? Not really. I think Alexandro was the only one maybe could have played ahead of a Danilo, but yeah. So that is the team, guys. And up front, obviously, I've gone Messi, Mbappe, and Richarlison. Mbappe will not be my captain for today. Obviously, he doesn't play today, so Richarlison gets the armband. I might bring in another Brazilian player. I've got. I could bring in another Brazilian defender, but maybe that's a bit overkill because having triple Brazil defense, maybe I don't want to do that. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on my team anyway, and what you guys are doing as well yourselves. But yeah, on the bench, let me just zoom out so you can see that clearer. On the bench, I do have Martinez, who obviously plays today. I won't be playing him. Um, I've also got Luke Shaw, who's got France, and then I've got the two French players, Rabiot and Hernandez, as well, who play England. Obviously, that is tomorrow, so they are on the bench. I will be bringing them on, depending on how um, today's games go. But all in all, that's what I'm looking like. Someone says a Paqueta. Sorry, Manish says Paqueta. What about Paqueta? I mean, I've got him in my team. I do like Paqueta as a pick, purely because there's only two Brazilian midfielders that I can actually bring in, so Casemiro and Paqueta. And I think Paqueta does have that slight more attacking threat compared to Casemiro. Obviously, he's the DM of the team, but yeah, I think Paqueta is going to be quite a popular one for Matchday 5 teams. So yeah, MZ said I think CR7 should be benched. Yeah, I mean, with Ronaldo, I think the way Ramos plays, um, surely Ramos does keep the shirt because Ramos comes in, gets a hat trick, and I think you have to play him again. But you never know with Portugal, they might just decide to bring Ronaldo in because of obviously who he is and the profile of player he is. Haas, do you think Croatia can upset Brazilians? I hope they do. Oh, I mean, I'll be very surprised. I expect a comfortable win for Brazil, if I'm honest. I wasn't particularly impressed with Croatia in the last game in the round of 16. And I think Croatia do lack a bit of pace. Or they haven't got a proper forward line. I don't believe that can really trouble that Brazilian back line. Obviously, we know Croatia's midfield is very good with Brozovic, Kovacic, and Modric, but I think it could be a step too far from them. And I do expect Brazil to win that one quite comfortably. I will come on to my predictions later, and I will do that in a sec. But yeah, I'll be surprised of anything other than a Brazil win. If I'm honest, I think Brazil going to go to the final now. If Messi goes out, semi get Neymar. Yeah, definitely. If Messi does go out today, then Neymar or even Harry Kane if he does go through, which is another game we're going to talk about. England playing France. Looking forward to that tomorrow. Going to be a cracker, definitely. Um, but yeah, those obviously I've used 3 transfers already on my team. Actually, just going back to my team, but I've got 2 free transfers left. I'm probably just going to leave those and use it during match day 5. Obviously, I can bring in players that play tomorrow, so maybe bring in another Portugal player. If I see Ramos starts or someone like that, maybe. Who knows? England, I could bring in an England player if Klassen. Obviously, on the chat earlier, is that Klassen news? Where's that coming from, guys? Is Klassen going to be benched? I've not seen anything regards to that though. But yeah, because he did play against the USA in the last game, didn't he? I would be surprised. But even if Klassen's out, I'll just take him out before when I hear the lineups of the Argentina game later today. I think I'm going to leave Klassen for now. If he is benched, I'll just get Bellingham in or someone like that. But we'll see. But yeah, guys, please do drop a like on the stream as well if you're joining. Also, if you got any comments, put them in the chat below. But yeah, let's check the fixtures as well. What players we should be targeting really? Because I've gone quite heavy on Brazil. I've gone Alisson, Marquinhos, Paqueta, and Richarlison. So that's 4 Brazilians right there. You are allowed 5 now, I believe. So I definitely don't think it's a bad idea having as many Brazilians in your team. Just I think they'll go far now, and I expect them to go all the way really in terms of going to the final. But the Argentina game, if Argentina get through, is going to be good as well in the semis. Uh, Messi v Neymar potentially. If I miss any comments, that's about it actually. Yeah, guys. So let's discuss. Obviously, Croatia and Brazil are kicking off in about 50 minutes or so. I will be watching that one, but yeah, let me know if anyone's gone with any Croatian players because I think Perisic is the only one I would probably go for. But even then, yeah, as you can see, I've completely avoided Croatia in my team. It would be a bit mad now if they go ahead and somehow knock the Brazilians out. But yeah, I just don't see it. And yeah, I got to do some score predictions on this one. But Brazil, yeah, I think the players that are going to be popular: Richarlison, Paqueta, Marquinhos, Alisson, Neymar. If those that can afford to get to him. So yeah, I'm just going to read out Croatia's lineup actually because I haven't seen the team yet. I've read Brazil's team out, but who's starting for Croatia? So no surprises really in midfield. We know the Modric, Brozovic, Kovacic, Perisic up on the left wing with Kramaric and Pasalic. Borna Sosa is back at left back. Obviously, I think he was out for one game. He missed one. Centre backs, they got Lovren and Vardiol, and then obviously Juranovic at right back. So yeah, the Croatia team, it looks all right. No surprises really that we expected to start. Brazil obviously looking strong. Rafinha as well. Maybe take a punt on someone like a Rafinha or a Vinicius. I know everyone's on Richarlison and even Neymar. I think Vinicius Jr. could be a little nice differential. I know a lot of people don't own him, obviously, but I like Vinicius as a pick. I think he could have a good game today. And yeah, we probably expect Brazil to keep a clean sheet as well. So yeah, I'd expect Brazil. Oh, obviously, I've got Alisson in goal, so I think Brazil's defense has probably impressed me the most so far this tournament. They've only conceded 2 goals, I believe. Obviously, one of them was in a match where they massively rotated, so their context there. But yeah, Brazil's team does look very, very strong, and I think I do expect them to kind of find it easy today. But yeah, hopefully we get a good game, an even game, and not like a one-sided one like we did with Korea in the last game. But anything else regards my team that I was considering? So I was actually considering potentially bringing in Jude Bellingham for Klassen because if I take Klassen out, you see transfer him out. I mean, he leaves him with 7.5, so I can't even get to Bellingham. Though, really, can I? Or can I? How much is Jude? I think he's 7.5, isn't he? Oh yeah, he's 7. So I can get exactly to Jude if I take out Klassen, but I'm not sure about the rumors about Klassen not starting. But you never know with these. Usually the rumors they usually are true. Yeah, El Padrino 7.5. Yeah, Bellingham. I could look to bring him in. It's just I don't know who if I want double England attack really against France. I think France. Oh, that's gonna be. I don't know. I find it hard to call that game really. Like it's hard to predict the way that's gonna go. Even score wise, I wouldn't be surprised if that went extra time though. The Brazil England game. I can see a few. For example, Brazil Croatia. I think that will end within 90 minutes. I think Brazil will get the job done. Netherlands and Argentina is another game I can see being very cagey and potentially going to penalties. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that Netherlands game went to penalties. Morocco, Portugal, I expect Portugal to get that done as well within the 90 minutes. I think Portugal, obviously, I need to see the news regarding Morocco centre backs, Roman Saiss and Aguad. Are they back from injury? Because if they are, then that is a massive boost. for Morocco, but I expect Portugal as well. After the way they played in the last game against Switzerland, I think they'll find it not easy, but I think they should win in the 90 minutes. And then England, France, like I said, this one's a tough one. Obviously, my head says France. I don't know. I just think that Mbappe factor, how well he's been playing so far in the tournament, it does worry me. Obviously, as I want England to do well, but I think France and Mbappe could have a problem there. But England shouldn't be scared, I don't think, of France. I think England do have a good team themselves. Harry Kane, Saka, Foden if he starts, and then Bellingham. England got a good team as well. So England should be taking the game. I hope Southgate doesn't revert to type and play five at the back and just back off France. But I want England to go for it, and definitely there is some joy to be had because I don't think France have kept many clean sheets, have they? Or if any at all so far in the tournament. So there's no reason why England can't go and get a goal or even two against France. So yeah, England definitely hope they start on a front foot. Obviously, I'm wary of France, but take the game to them because there are some weaknesses in that French squad, I believe, still, particularly in the wing backs. They're going to have Koundé playing right back and then even left back. Theo Hernandez, as good as he is going forward, he will leave some gaps potentially for Saka and Foden to exploit. And then in the midfield battle, Chouameni, you've got him, you've got Rabiot as well. But England, Declan Rice, Henderson, they need to lock off Chouameni in that game. 2-2 extra time. I think that's for the England-France game. MZ, I predict 2-1 Argentina. Yeah. Argentina is the one that I think for me, is a bit tough to call. I'm not being massively impressed with Argentina, if I'm honest, as obviously the hype that was surrounding them leading into the tournament. I think they've had good moments in games, especially against Saudi. I think they had a good, first half, sorry, but obviously the crazy amount of offsides in that game, which was a bit mad. And obviously we saw last game, Lautaro missing a bunch of chances. But Argentina definitely need to step it up a gear for sure. Obviously, if they beat Netherlands, then Brazil is going to be a tough test for them. Dutch 2-1 after extra time. Yeah, I can definitely see extra time in that one. Haas, I think Morocco can contain Portugal if they can Spain. Yeah, I agree with you. It's just, as I said, the injuries surrounding Morocco centre-backs. So does anyone know if Aguerd and Roman Saiss are back from injury? Because if they're not, then I think that's a big, big blow for Morocco. Because their two centre-backs, Aguerd and Roman Saiss, have been key to Morocco's success, in my opinion. And if they don't have those two, I don't know who the backups are, but I don't think they'll be as good as those two. They've been brilliant for Morocco, those two centre-backs. So whether they can, I hope they're fit, definitely. I've not seen any news on that, though. Let me know in the chat, guys, if any of you are aware. Aguerd and Roman Saiss injury situation. Spain are toothless. Portugal have more killers than Spain. Yeah, with Spain, obviously they are out now. They went out on penalties, didn't they? Yeah, after the first game where Spain, I think I was watching Gary Neville, actually. Gary Neville said before ball was kicked, he literally said before the Spain game, Spain lack a goal scorer. But then they go and score 7 goals against Costa Rica, and then obviously it turned into a meme. But I don't think Gary Neville was lying, even though they did score 7 goals in that first game against, was it Costa Rica? You always knew there has to be some Costa Rica tax applied to that. Costa Rica obviously aren't one of the favorites or a great team, but I think we saw with Spain, they do lack a killer in front of goal. As El Padrino says, they don't seem to have that focal point. I know they had Morata, but as you saw with Luis Enrique, who has now left or been sacked, he decided to play Asensio down the middle as a false 9, which I couldn't understand because Asensio isn't really that type of player. He doesn't even play regularly for his club. So I was surprised Morata didn't start. I think that was definitely a big mistake by Luis Enrique in that one, that him not starting. But yeah, I think Spain definitely they lack a striker, and in the next tournament, hopefully they manage to sort that situation out because that will cost them. You see every other team around. You look at Brazil, they got Richarlison, Jesus. England have Kane. Obviously, France got Giroud, Benzema. Spain do lack that forward. But yeah, let's see what happens with them in the next tournament, I guess. So they're gonna have to do a bit of a reshuffle at the forward line. Um, but yeah, back to my team. Let's see what of any changes would you guys make, guys. I've got 2 free transfers, and I've got 1.5 million in the bank. So my team, Allison, I think Croatia's a nice fixture for Brazil, so I'm going to keep him in. Same with Marquinhos. I expect a Brazil clean sheet. I've gone with Guerrero against Morocco due to his goal and assist. Maybe it's a bit of a knee-jerk reaction, but I do think he's a good fullback, especially going forward. And I love his goal, so I think he's a good pick. Him or Delo, either one you can go for, but I've gone with Guerrero. Otamendi, I've bought him in as well because they've got Netherlands. They do play today as well, so I want to see if they can keep a clean sheet. Maybe I can see it being a 0-0, potentially full time, or maybe a penalties. We'll see, but yeah, I just bought Otamendi in because he's cheap as well, and I wanted some Argentina cover. If not, I'll just sub in one of the French defenders like Hernandez. Saka, I've had him for a while since Matchday 2, I think. France is going to be tough, but um, I don't think we should underestimate England as well. I know there's a lot of pessimism maybe surrounding England, whether they have the ability to beat France, but I think England also have a good team. I've gone with Bruno as well against Morocco. I think Portugal do look good, and I wanted Bruno in there. I think he's now the main man for Portugal. Seems to play better as well without Ronaldo. Um, and he's stepping up. He's had a good tournament so far, and I think that fixture for him looks pretty good on paper. As long as Morocco have those injuries still in centre back, he could look to exploit. We know if Ronaldo isn't going to play, then Fernandez will be on penalties as well, so that could be a key thing to take into account. Also, set pieces, free kicks. So yeah, I think Bruno for me is a no-brainer. Klassen is in my team now. There are some rumors that Klassen won't play, but I'll wait and see before 7 o'clock. If he doesn't start, I'll just transfer him out for a Bellingham or someone like that. So Klassen against Argentina, it's just a little punt. Don't expect too much from him because I'm not being impressed that much with him either. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does get benched today. And then Paqueta, I've mentioned why I've gone with him. He's the only one of 2 midfielders in the Brazil team that actually start, along with Casemiro. And I think I expect him to go through. Same with Richarlison. Croatia's a nice fixture for him. And Richarlison's actually having a really good tournament. So I definitely want to back Brazilian attack. Mbappe, really don't really need to talk too much on why I've gone with him. 5 goals in as many games. And yeah, he's looking very good. And England up next, they're going to have a plan for Mbappe because he looks electric right now. And then finally, Messi, Netherlands. You've got to have Messi, I think. And yeah, that's just the team. And then those are probably my justifications of bringing him in. You could have went Delo as well. I think Delo's a good pick, guys, for those that want to go for another Portugal defender that don't want Guerrero. Casemiro is another one you could take a punt on, but he doesn't really score many goals. So I wouldn't go there personally. I think Paqueta is a better pick. Harry Kane. Has anyone considered Harry Kane, by the way? Because obviously I've not gone with Harry Kane. Could you go with Harry Kane and back England? Could be a good pick. El Padrino says the manager didn't trust him, as you've just touched on. Yeah, the manager doesn't seem to trust Morata, even though I thought Morata has had a good personal tournament. He scored like 3 goals or something like that, I believe. So it was surprising to see that he doesn't play, give him more minutes from the start because he looked like he was finishing off the chances for them. But yeah. All right, comment below, guys. Also, your I'm gonna do some score predictions now, actually. So let's get involved. Drop a like, guys. Also, subscribe to the channel as well if you're new, and also share this, guys, on your social media, your Twitter, whatever you use, so more people can see the video. So I'm gonna do some score predictions now. Croatia, Brazil at 3 o'clock. Drop your thoughts as well in the comments, your predictions for Croatia, Brazil. I think it's going to be a 2-0 win for Brazil. I think maybe Neymar to get on a score sheet with Richarlison. I'm going to go 2-0, quite comfortable victory for Brazil. And I expect them to go through to the semi-finals. Moving on to the fixture later on today, Netherlands and Argentina. I think this one's going to be a tight one. I'm going to go for 1-1, and it's going to go all the way to extra time, and I think Argentina win it on penalties. Yeah, I'm going to go Argentina on penalties. I don't know why. I think it could go extra time, but we'll see. Moving on to Morocco, Portugal. I think this will depend on if Morocco players are fit, but I think this could be, unfortunately, a step too far for Morocco. I think, even though I'd love Morocco to go through again to the semi-finals, but I think Portugal will win this one. I expect Portugal to win 2-1 and just get through into that semi-finals. Who then they will face one of winners of France, England, obviously. And moving on to England and France, the big one of the weekend, would you say? I'm going to go for France. I think I'm going to go France, even though I'd love England to win it. I don't know. I mean, it could go either way. I'm going to go 2-1 France. I'm going to go 2-1 France, but I think it'll be a lot closer game than people maybe think. So, yeah, I'm going to go France. So my winners, Brazil, Argentina, Portugal, and France. So literally the right side of the right side of those fixtures. I expect all of them to go through, and that will set up a semi-final of Brazil, Argentina, which is going to be a cracker, and then Portugal, France as well. So that's what I expect to see in the semis, and I'll do the predictions for the semis, obviously, on another stream. But yeah, those are the four I expect to go through. Let me know who you guys think are going to go through as well. El Padrino said 3-0 Brazil, 2-1 Holland. I've seen a lot of people predict Holland actually to go through and defeat Argentina, which is interesting. I think Argentina will go through, but I can see the logic behind Holland. I think Argentina haven't been that good, in my opinion, but we know Louis van Gaal does like a tactical game, and in the later stages, penalties, extra time, who knows? But yeah, well, that's one to watch out for. Definitely going to be a good game. And then 4-0 Portugal for El Padrino. Let me know what your thoughts are on England, France as well. Who do you think is going to go through? But yeah, that is the fixtures of the quarterfinals out the way, really. Only 4 games. When is the semi-finals? I'm just going to check. I think it's on Tuesday. So, obviously, Croatia, Brazil, and Netherlands, Argentina play today. England, France tomorrow, along with Morocco's fixture against Portugal. Sunday, we've got a break. Monday, I think we have another break. And then Tuesday, it kicks off again. So, yeah, that's a lot so another 2-day break. And then we've got another 2 sets of fixtures. And then we end with a final, obviously, next Sunday on the 18th. That's gone quite quick. Literally a week left till the World Cup ends, and then we will be back to FPL content. So, yeah, should be good. And, yeah, let me know what you guys think as well of the World Cup so far. Have you guys been enjoying it? Have you guys been enjoying the Fantasy World Cup game as well? I think at the start I wasn't enjoying it as much, but now I've kind of got into a bit more with the rules becoming a bit more like, what's the word? Easy to understand. Also, a quick shout out on our Twitter. For those that haven't followed us on Twitter, do check us out, the FPL Duo, on that one. Do I bring in another Brazil player? Is the question. And go all out Brazil. I think I could use a chip actually as well. Or do I save my chip? Because I've still got the power captain left. Obviously, I've used my wild card, Matchday 2. I used my 12th man as well. match day 1. Still got the power captain left. So I don't know. Probably not. 2-2 full time. Got a sneaky feeling England might score just before the end of the 120 and Rashford getting the winner. That would be scenes. Definitely. That would be unreal. But yeah. It's going to be a cracker. I think that's the one I'm looking forward to for sure. Watching this weekend. Trying to shout out to all the new subscribers as well. Got someone subscribed. So yeah, thank you for subscribing. And also, guys, please drop a like on the stream as well. I'm just checking Twitter for any team news. I've not seen anything on Klassen. So I think I'm going to leave him for now. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. There's some rumors coming out. Memphis and Bergwijn will be the attacking duo of Argentina. Cody Gakpo behind them instead of Klassen. So it looks like Klassen could actually miss out, according to Dutch news outlets. So if that is the case, should I just bring Steven Bergwijn in? I'm not a fan of bringing in Steven Bergwijn, if I'm honest. Yeah. All right. I've seen the news now. It looks like I'll have to take him out then. Maybe for a Jude. Maybe for a Jude Bellingham. Or even I could go to someone like Perisic, who does play Brazil in half an hour's time. I'm leaning towards Bellingham. I prefer Foden, but obviously I can't afford it. I don't think. So Foden's 8 million, isn't he? Or I could just leave Klassen in there. I want a player that plays today. You know what? Even though I don't really rate him that highly, I don't think he's been that great. I might take Klassen out for Bergwijn. And if Bergwijn doesn't play well for whatever reason, I can always bench him for Rabiot or someone like that. So I could go to Bergwijn, which I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm gonna take him out. Well, let's see how much Bergwijn is. I don't think he's that much. Where is it, Netherlands? There you go. So yeah, looking at, let me just close this down. Steven Bergwijn, 7 million. So I can easily get to him. Transfer Klassen out. Bergwijn comes in, leaves me with 0.5 as well. Would you guys do this move? That's what I'm thinking now. Just get Bergwijn in. Who's got Argentina, obviously, today at 7 o'clock. Second fixture of today. So I might do that. Not really that inspiring, but that's where I could go. Because it looks like Memphis and him are going to start. And looks like Klassen is dropping to the bench. Interesting. Sorry, guys, bear with me for a sec. Yeah, I think Bergwijn might be coming into my team. Or Perisic. Don't know which one. I might put a poll into the chat. Bergwijn or Perisic. I actually will do a poll. Why not? Or you guys can drop a comment, I guess. Not actually done a poll before on here, so I'm figuring out how to do one. Okay, bear with me for a sec. I think it's like this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put a poll into the chat. I think start a poll. Who do I bring in? Who are the options? So Bergwijn is option A, and then Perisic is option B. Ask. I think I've done it. There you go, guys. There is a poll in the chat now. Do hit take your vote, and yeah, a few people going for Perisic. I mean, everyone's going for Perisic. So I don't know how many of you voted, but Perisic is up. I'm not sure. Perisic is playing at the left wing, isn't he, today? But I'm back in a Brazil clean sheet, so do I want to get Perisic in? I don't know. Possibly. Oops. Yeah, I think I could even bring an Argentina midfielder in, actually. Then I could just bring De Paul in. Why don't I just get De Paul in, even though he's also been a bit lackluster? I could bring De Paul. Just take out Bergwijn for an Argentina like McAllister even. Haven't thought about that, to be fair. You just go to Argentina. I've got there's I can't get to Di Maria, can I? Let's take out Klassen. Your transfers out. I can go to McAllister. I can go to Enzo. I can go to Rodrigo De Paul, who's a lot cheaper. Maybe I'll go McAllister. He did score in one of the match days, obviously. They play Netherlands. But I wasn't impressed with them as well in the last game, especially in the first half. I thought they were very lackluster in that game. Okay, guys, who would you go for out of McAllister or Bergwijn? Or maybe even Enzo? I might have to redo the poll. I forgot to. I should have added the Argentina player in there. I want to end the poll. Perisic was winning. All right, Klassen, you go in. And I'm going to bring in, you know what? I might just Jude. I want to back Jude. Why not? You've got France. I feel like I've got too many players from that England-France game. So Saka, Bellingham, Mbappe, Shaw, Rabiot, Hernandez. That's like 6 in that one game. I don't know if I want to do that, if I'm honest. David Hamill says Hakim Ziyech. Interesting. I mean, I've not thought of Ziyech. I mean, I'm back in Portugal to go through in that one, but it is an interesting one. Obviously, he's played very well so far in the tournament himself. Can you use the transfers during the match day? Yes, you can, as long as the player hasn't played yet, and they're unlocked. So you can for unlocked players and bring in more unlocked players. So that is also possible, Dennis. But I wouldn't know who else to go for really. It's not much options. I feel like. Let me back out of this one. I think Bellingham and Saka, maybe that is a bit overkill against France. If especially if we're expecting it to be quite a tight game, I think you know what? I think Bergwijn might have to be it. Netherlands. Yeah, Jude out. Transfer for Bergwijn. He's gonna start. I could go something like that. It's either Bergwijn, McAllister, Perisic, even Ziyech. But I think I want a Netherlands player because I've got no Netherlands players in my team at all. So it would be nice to maybe have one in case something crazy happens, as a lot of people are expecting Holland to actually have a good game against Argentina. So I think I'm going to go Bergwijn, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on Bergwijn and Netherlands' chances of actually advancing, because I've seen a lot of people actually expecting a tight game, but Netherlands to go through against Argentina. But, I don't know. I think I'm going to go Bergwijn. I want a Dutch player. Can I get to Frankie de Jong actually? Transfer. I can't. So yeah, it's got to be Bergwijn. No other option. I still got another free transfer as well, but I don't know where I like the look of my team. I think now I'm pretty locked in, guys. I don't plan to make any more moves. But yeah, the Ziyech shout is actually a decent one. But Portugal, I do expect Portugal to win now, especially with the Morocco centre backs probably missing that game. It could be tough for them. So yeah, I'm gonna lock it in. I think I'm gonna go Bergwijn. Give him one more chance. He's let me down in match day 3, I think, when I bought him in. I can't remember when it was, but he's let me down before. But I'm gonna give him another chance. Here you go, guys. Confirm the transfer. So these players are unlocked. So this transfer will process immediately. Your transferred in player will score points for your team in this match day. So yeah, unlock player for another unlocked player, obviously, which you can do. Klassen out because there's rumors that he's gonna miss out and be benched. Bergwijn's gonna start, so confirm. And that is done. That is the final team for match day 5, quarterfinal stage, guys. And also, Richarlison is my captain for today. Obviously, he plays now. If he doesn't do anything, let's say he blanks, I'll switch it over to Messi probably, or even Fernandes. I think Fernandes could be a good captain option in this game against Morocco, because I do think that those centre backs could be a costly for Morocco. But yeah, gotta go with Richarlison, I think. Dennis says, should I waste all the free transfers before match day, or should I waste them when I know the team has been eliminated? So obviously you have 5 free transfers which you can use now and during match day 5. So let's say obviously England play tomorrow. Let's say we get some news Rashford is starting. I don't know. You might want to use one of your transfers to bring Rashford in before England kick off. Let's say we get the team news at what time do England play again tomorrow? For 7 o'clock kickoff, isn't it? Sorry, not England. Yeah, England play 7 o'clock tomorrow. Let's say Rashford starts and you want to take a punt on Rashford, then you should leave maybe 1 or 2 transfers so you can do that. So I want to say waste your transfers. Definitely use them if you can. But if you feel like you're happy with your team, don't feel the need to use your. You can burn a transfer. I don't think it's a waste, because as you guys can see, I've got 1 free transfer currently right now, but I don't plan to use it really unless something drastic does happen. Let's say, I don't know, Saka's benched for a Foden, then I use my 1 transfer, Saka to Foden or Saka to Rashford, in those type of scenarios before England have played, obviously, because you can only do that then. David Hamilton, I think you should use your captainship now. Yeah, interestingly, I've actually thought about it as well, but I don't know. Should I use it now? I was thinking of saving it maybe for the World Cup final or something like that, because with the final, it's kind of hard to predict who's going to score. I mean, I could use it. highest scoring player becomes captain and earns 2 plus points. So I was thinking the final, but I don't think it's a bad idea to use it now. To be fair, I don't think you can use it any round. Um, but I may save it. I don't know. Now you're actually giving me a thought. Maybe I do decide to just use it. Also, guys, please do drop a like if you're enjoying the content. Also, smash the subscribe button if you are watching for the first time, or if you're watching on a playback or something after. Um, Actually, that is a good shout. Final could be just a boring 0-0. I mean, it depends who plays though. I think it depends who the final is. Let's say the final's Brazil and France, is what we expect. Um, maybe it won't be as boring. I don't know. I mean, then again, I know what you mean. Finals are very cagey games usually. No team wanting to take as many risks. So I do hear what you're saying. Actually, that's a good point. Actually, I do expect the final to be low scoring. Maybe I don't use it in the final though. Maybe I do use it in the semi-finals in the next round. I mean, yeah, maybe I use it in the semis then. I don't know why I'm not trying to save it or anything. I think it's more with that I've not really thought too much about the captain chip really. Yeah, let me know your guys' teams as well. Who you captaining this week? Is everyone going Richarlison? I think Richarlison seemed like a popular pick um, for a captain. Anyone's got Neymar? I think Neymar would be one I'll be tempted to throw it on. Vinicius is another one. If I had Vinicius, I'd probably captain him against Croatia. Ooh. Yeah, we're now literally less than 15 minutes away um, from Croatia Brazil kicking off. I'm looking forward to that definitely. Um, yeah, but in regards to this World Cup, I've enjoyed it so far. It's probably one of the better World Cups that I can remember. I think 2010 World Cup wasn't as good as this, in my opinion. I think 2014 was a good tournament. 2018 was okay. Obviously, I was quite young in 2000 and was it 2004? So I do remember it obviously, but yeah, I think this World Cup has been one of the better ones of recent times. Definitely better than 2010 for sure. I remember that one was a bit, I don't know, not as enjoyable. I've enjoyed this one, but there's a lot more games still to go, and hopefully we can get a good tournament. Um, but yeah, I'm probably going to wrap it up soon. If anyone's got any more questions in regards to my team or their team or any decisions that they're not sure on, comment below, and I will try my best to answer it. If not, I probably will wrap it up. Obviously, the Brazil game kicks off in less than just over 10 minutes. Anyone's got questions, do drop it in below. It doesn't have to be specifically even about fantasy football. It could be something you want to ask me if you want to do. I've got a bit of time, so yeah. Just gonna check Twitter. I really want Neymar, if I'm honest. Do I do something crazy and take out Messi for someone like Neymar and then captain Neymar? I mean, I want to go different and play the game like in an exciting way. Because if we think this Messi and Argentina Netherlands game is going to be tight, maybe we could do Messi to Messi to Neymar and then captain Neymar. That could be a good shout. Or even Mbappe out for someone like Harry Kane. Has anyone thought of anything like that? Going bold and then doing one of those type of moves? Because I mean, there's not long left now, and you want to be different. You want to win it, or let's say it depends if you're chasing. I mean, you're gonna have to go kind of break the template if you want to win. So Neymar in for Messi. Look, I wouldn't be against it. And I could always bring Messi back if I don't know, if he decides to. If he goes through, I can always bring him back and reverse the move because you get a bunch of free transfers anyway in the next round. But now I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'll just leave it. But yeah, I'm going to probably wrap it up here, guys. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's watched the stream and also for all your comments, and thank you to all the new subs. The channel's been growing recently, which is nice to see. A lot more of you interacting with us. Obviously, Jordan ain't here today, but he will be back for the next stream. And yeah, just want to say a big thank you to everyone. Please don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. And yeah, that's it from me. One half of the FPL duo, and I hope you guys enjoy the football. Obviously, Croatia, Brazil kicking off in 10 minutes. So yeah, enjoy the game, guys. We'll be back. Obviously, Jordan will be back as well. The next time we are streaming. When are we streaming? I'm just gonna double check, so I'll let you guys know. I think we're streaming on Saturday. Yeah, sorry. So I'm going to stream on Saturday straight after actually the England-France game. So that do join into that stream. It's going to be great. We're going to react to England-France live pretty much and talk about how our teams have done in the quarterfinals. So do check us out. Probably going to be around 9:30 on Saturday. 9:30 Saturday. Join us if you can. It's going to be a good one. And yeah, for now, I'll leave you guys to it. Hope you enjoy the show. And yeah, peace out, guys, and see you soon. Take care.